Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach,
And I'm Pepper.
and we're back with another episode of Take My Money, where we look at some current crowdfunding games, pretty much board game stuff. It's most of the time games. Occasionally, I think we do a table here and there, but yeah, mostly board games. And as you can see, a few GameFounds this week and a lot of Kickstarter projects. I feel like recently it's maybe been a little bit more kind of close to 50-50, so it's
Yeah.
a little surprising, a lot more on Kickstarter this time. But
Yeah.
yeah, let us know in the comments below what you are excited about. If you're backing anything currently, or if you're waiting for something to deliver that maybe you backed a year ago or so. If you're excited about that, let us know.
Yeah.
But we will start off with a big one, a bang here, from Awakened Realms. So it's no surprise they're on GameFound, because
Yep.
I think they're the same company, I believe, or owned by the same. That's got over 10,000 backers, which is a lot, and it does not surprise me. Agricola Special Edition, $2.5 million, doing very well. This is kind of the third one I think that they've done of kind of this deluxeified Euro game series. They already did
Yeah.
the Castle of Burgundy, which we own, which is all-time greatness for production value, and it's brought Castle of Burgundy up to like just a top game of all time for me. And I think last they did why am I blanking on the name now? I wanted to say
Puerto
El Grande.
Rico.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, yes. So now they are doing Agricola. And I wasn't sure about Puerto Rico. I did not back that one. I'm not sure if there's still a late pledge option on that one. I don't actually remember when that
I'm
one,
not sure.
when they did that one. But sold our copy of Agricola just because it felt very tight, and it felt like you were kind of trying to do a little bit of everything, the same amount every game potentially, and just kind of whoever did that the best won. And just I don't know, it didn't feel like there were many options, but yeah, this this makes it look like there's going to be a ton of extra content, like expansion stuff, special cards and stuff, and I'm just like,
Holy cow! What
and
amazing
holy
info.
cow, Meeple. Uh, yeah, it looks like it's got a lot of extra things that I'm like, maybe that, opens up other potential avenues of scoring and stuff, which I think for me would make it a little bit more interesting. I think one of the biggest pieces of Agricola was the card selection or playing the cards. And maybe I'd like that a little bit more now. I know when I first played it, they were just overwhelming because you get like a hand of like, feels like 10
Yeah.
cards and they're all a lot potentially, and just
Yeah.
not knowing which ones are necessarily the best. I'm sure some people play it and are like, "Wow, this is so easy," and all easy to know which ones are the best. But for some reason, it just does not work for me. But this has got me a little interested in it. I like the look of even the kind of wooden version of it.
Yeah.
I think it looks pretty cool. But I probably would if I were backing this, would probably get the minis version. I don't think I'll pull the trigger. But it
Mhm.
does
Yeah.
it does have me a little bit more enticed than I thought I would maybe be.
Okay. So we got 164 for the special edition, stretch goals, all of that. Animal stables, fences, miniatures. Okay, so that's miniatures. You could get a cardboard edition for 79, which has great artwork. I think it's a huge upgrade for me, for art style.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
even that, if you're interested, I think is a good addition. And wooden edition, which I'd actually probably be fine with the wooden edition over the minis. I think this one it's pretty close, and it's kind of the same thing for Castle of Burgundy. Like whatever levels you had there, it was just still such a deluxeified version.
hmm
And that's
Yeah, I
only
would agree.
109, so that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
definitely not too bad of a price for what you're getting there. Yeah, all these delivering October of 2026, so it's a ways out there. Uh,
Yeah, and
but
then more and
yes,
more and more, and then Master
yeah,
of the Land for 459.
it looks like a lot of content and a lot of boxes, and
Yeah,
I'd be a little worried. I don't know how well Awaken Realms boxes and extra boxes kind of all fit inside of one because they usually do pretty good at storage solutions, but
yeah,
they don't necessarily do good at making it so the storage solution will fit the other boxes that you get. So,
yeah.
uh, That would be the unfortunate thing here, especially if you get one of those bigger ones. If I think you could maybe get some of the stuff all in, hopefully in the main box. I guess they
Yeah,
might have that answered somewhere on here. When we do these, if you're still listening to us, we don't do deep dives prior to or anything and look into them too closely. We're just kind of giving our initial reactions. So they might have already responded to that. Maybe it does fit in there, hopefully.
yeah,
But yeah, since doing well, it's a
yeah,
very beloved game. Maybe someday, I don't know that I will back it, but if it's ever,
yeah,
if
yeah.
someone's ever selling it and it's a little bit cheaper, I might
Yeah.
pull the trigger.
Yeah, or if we just see some of the expansions like really improve the game and it sounds like it'd work for us, and I could see pulling the trigger. This is definitely the version I would get if we did add Agricola back to the collection.
I agree. I guess, did you ever really like Agricola?
I was okay with it. We had Agricola and Caverna at the same time, and I liked Caverna a little more, so
Hmm.
um, that one there was never really a time where I was judging Agricola just on its own, so it's a bit
Hmm.
unfair.
That's true.
Yeah. And then now here's a game that I love.
Sniper Elite Operation Kraken and Reprint.
Yes, sadly did not win the giveaway that was on Board Game Geek for this one. I don't know how I didn't do it. I got all the questions right. Uh,
Even though you're their hype man.
I
Jeez, do
am, I
they even
am,
like you?
I am. I'm responsible for every single one of these 1,647 backers.
Exactly.
Over 160,000. So it's doing pretty good. It's a hidden movement game based on a video game. I have not played the video game. I've watched a little bit once I was interested in the board game, but I really don't know much about that.
A
Uh,
one versus many game
yep,
as
yep.
well.
So it can be one versus up to three, I believe, or one versus one with that one person controlling three characters. And I've really enjoyed my few plays of it, so much that I think it's still steadily in my top games of all time. And I think it's just a really fun experience. Hidden movement, it's a cool, unique mechanism. Probably not one we need a lot of different games with it. So I'm
Yeah.
happy that I have this one to fill that void. I don't think we've outplayed it nearly enough to actually go and get expansions and more maps, even though they're very enticing. But maybe eventually, if we do kind of like really get into Sniper Elite at some point and play it a lot, I could see adding some of these. But at the moment, I don't feel the need.
Yeah, I agree. I would 100% agree. I would highly recommend doing this if your group tends to like hidden movement games and are fine with kind of the one versus many system. Because yeah, I think it does an excellent job with it. You got kind of a bag bolt pull system kind of thing to
Yeah,
kind of check things. So there may be a little bit of luck factor here or there. So got to have that, whether or not you like that at all. But
yeah,
um, yeah, this one's a solid one, and I would be interested in getting it back to the table. It's been a while since we've played it.
yeah,
But yeah, I don't know that we're quite to the level where we need expansion content personally yet. But
yeah,
I could definitely see if this is one that you play a lot, that
yeah,
it would be fun to get some additional things to it.
yeah.
And it's pretty solid production for what it is.
Yeah, yeah, even without upgrades. I think
Hmm.
upgrades just give you some extra figures. I think there's figures already in the game though, so
Yeah,
um,
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while, but yeah,
yeah. Although the clay chips, the poker chips for the tokens is pretty nice.
it
For
is.
that upgrade. So,
Those are pretty nice.
but everything else you don't need. Nexus card game. Now we know absolutely nothing about this, but it's got almost 4,400 backers. Over 500,000. Very popular. I
Yeah.
assume it's existing already, and this is some sort of expansion. Or
One
it's
verse, one card game
maybe
set in
not.
epic fantasy. It might be brand new.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it's doing quite well. It's a 1 to 2 player game. I do like that, especially a battling, because I don't know. I just highly prefer that over if you have like a player elimination thing. I think it just works better at two versus other player accounts.
Oh
Even
boy.
if you could, oh boy, Tom Vassell loves it. Fresh, fast, exciting. He should
What's
have
going
thought
to
of
be
a
the.
third F word.
I can.
You
He.
can think of one.
So it's pretty much confirmed to be into the top 10 of Board Game Geek within the year, with Tom Vessel's endorsement
Approval.
there. So I'd say buy now, invest. Um, but yeah, there's also so many of these.
Yeah,
There's some big names who like this. It looks really nice. I like the artwork of what I'm seeing.
I
So,
do like the artwork quite a bit. But yeah, it's for these style of games, it's kind of hard to tell which one's going to be better versus another. We already really both love Unmatched, so it's really going to be tough for these dual games. I mean, I'm always going to be comparing it to that then, so it's like, well,
yeah,
it's got to at least be pretty close to equal because I'd otherwise just say I just play Unmatched. I've already got quite a bit of money sunk into that one.
yeah,
So getting into something like this looks like it could be a lot of fun. It could be similar
yeah.
to an unmatched kind of thing
Oh man,
for
it's
any of these kind of games.
beautiful. Yeah, I'm getting
Ooh,
drawn in now.
now he's in. Now Pepper is
Magnetic
all in.
box as well. Oh my gosh.
Pepper is all in. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think this one looks decent enough. I would definitely play this one if someone was looking for
yeah,
someone to play it with and maybe they knew how to play the game. Um, or even if they didn't, I guess if we planned on playing it, it's fine.
yeah,
But yeah, otherwise, I don't know that I would back it currently,
yeah.
but it
I
does
guess I
look
could
pretty good.
play it first for sure.
Yeah.
Try before you buy. Ooh, Ascendia, Seasons of Thargos, the board game. The board game, so it must be based on something. Would make me think. It's got
Yeah.
only 198 backers, 5 days left, 28,000. And I say only because I looked a little bit at some of the components, an endorsement from uh, the Rado Studios. I thought the cover looked really nice. I got a little Groot figure in the background there. I
I wish it
thought
wasn't quite as white. I wish it wasn't quite as just pure whiteness
that's true.
around it.
That's true.
I
That
wish it
could
was
really
more of
be.
like a background, like maybe
Yeah.
a sunset or something,
Oh,
or
yeah.
sky.
Yeah, that'd be
Just
nice.
plain white is it's a little bit too much for me, but still
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah. But I thought the board and the figures look pretty amazing. So
They
I'm
do
a
look
bit
pretty good.
surprised that there's not some more
Some-
backers here. Like I don't know the history or the publisher or anything like that, but the dice, look at those custom dice. Like even the one that's just
Ooh.
numbers, it's a custom font on it. Um, that's about all I know about the game. Got some player boards, some weapons, good artwork throughout.
Yeah,
Um,
it's another one with some solid artwork, solid mini, solid board. The minis do look like they take up a good chunk of board spaces, so I don't
yeah.
know. Hopefully, you're not supposed to have like multiple on one hex, because then that looks like they would take up a little bit too much space, maybe. But
Ooh,
um,
animal companions, constantly changing sandbox world, changing seasons. That's a cool thing. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Transition of the board from summer to winter.
You flip the
Okay.
tiles over to the same tiles, but with
Gateway.
snow on them. Wow.
Groundbreaking. So looks like it's an approachable game. It's a family weight gateway game. I push your luck. Ooh. I like this. I'm getting into this as I scroll along. Tell me his name's Thunderbeard. Oh, now they've lost me. It's not Thunderbeard. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'd be interested. I should hopefully there's a video here. I would be interested in watching it because
Oh,
I
wow,
like
they did
younger
flip over
games.
the tile.
You might you might like something a little more complicated, but I'm okay with some family weight games even this far into my gaming career. So I I'd be down for this.
Yeah, I can't tell here. I'm just wondering if it's a little too light. I don't mind when they're a little bit on the lighter side, but um, if it's a little too much, then yeah, I want a little bit of meat on the bone where I feel like I'm making clever decisions. And maybe this one does have that. I'm not saying it doesn't,
Yeah.
because yeah, I don't know that much about it, and I do always like it. Looks like they're slotting cards in there, maybe getting upgrades due to it. Maybe I can't really tell,
Yeah.
but
Looks like it.
um, I always like that in games. So yeah, it looks like maybe there's some cool, interesting things going on. It does look like they're putting the things in the same space, which worries me a little bit because it looks like they're about that same size.
That's
Um,
true. That is true.
There's a lot of information here, but yeah, I'm surprised. Are there any videos on it? Oh boy, 220.
For the all in. For the all in. The core
That's true.
that's 50. Uh,
$50.
when do you get to the minis? Minis up here for 83. Not too
Yeah,
bad. Not too bad.
not awful. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit better than I was thinking. The mini one was
Yeah.
the 220. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that would be a bit too much, I think. But
Yeah.
yeah, 80. I think if it looks interesting to you, I think that's a good price.
Yeah. Ooh, Micro Pirates. I see pirates. I click on it. I know that's a theme that you really like. And I guess would you say you have your pirate game yet?
Um, I really like Forgotten Waters. I've ended up liking that one even more than I would have thought. But I think the pirate theme still gets me excited. I actually have another game from this company already, Micro Architects.
Ooh.
Um, and yeah, I think they made another micro game. What was it, Micro Breweries or something? Something.
Oh,
Um, and yeah, this got me. I like the ships. I like the grid
yeah.
system there. I might have to look at this one a little bit more. Or
Oh, they
Micro
got a lot.
Moonshine. Um, yeah, I might have to look into this one a little bit more. It looks like it's pretty good, and I assume in their games that yeah, it looks like it's a smaller box game, so it doesn't take up as much space, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I this looks like it's got
Ooh,
some solid
dice. Dice. I love
custom
those dice.
dice. Good.
Fish. Bananas.
Ooh, yeah. These tokens are getting me. They did have wooden pieces in Micro Architects, and it was a very solid production. So I would,
Ooh,
yeah,
25.
if that's anything to go on, I would say that the production value is going to be pretty good.
Only 25 for that.
For base pledge, we
Yeah,
don't need the
base
mat.
pledge. Don't
Don't
need the
need the
mat.
mat.
I take the dice tray over the mat
I like the dice tray. Can I get? Yeah, you probably can't
yeah,
get the
for
dice tray
12
without it.
bucks. And a ghost
So,
ship.
ooh, glow in the dark. Well, I gotta get
Get some
that.
moonshine in there, throw that in there too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is, I
I'm
could
gonna have to
see,
look into this one a little bit more because that's a very approachable price as well.
yeah. They have a history
Um,
with you. Good game and solid production. So,
yeah.
yeah. I didn't know this was that same company. I didn't put it together.
Well, you would have saw it if you
Yeah,
got down there and saw the games they had done.
I'd just still be doubting it.
You'd be like, why does that sound familiar?
Oh boy.
And we get to Thunderworks Games game, I believe. Role player adventures, Silver Threads of Fate. New time bending storybook.
Ooh,
35,000, 1,300 to go. Or 1,300 to go. 1,300 backers.
1,500 back.
1,300 seconds to go. Get it while you can. Digital edition, physical edition. So is this actually just like a
I don't
it's
even know what this
scrolling?
is. What is this? It's
Go
108
back up to the
page
top.
digital or physical storybook expansion for the critically acclaimed cooperative board game Role Player Adventures. Role Player
Hmm.
Adventures is required to play, use content included in the base game to experience an extended story and face new challenges in the world of Ulos. Additional
Okay.
expansions are not required. Okay, so it just adds more flavor, I guess, to your experience playing Role Player Adventures. I guess, yeah, I don't know how much it adds. That makes it less interesting right away because I'm like, is this not a game? But then a little more interesting.
Yeah. It's definitely, I think we've not played Role Player Adventures yet. We actually have
Yeah.
a copy of it, so hopefully we will get it played at some point. And then at that point, I guess we'll decide if it seems like a story we want to explore more. And then I think this
Yeah.
would maybe be that perfect next step. So I
Yeah.
think for anyone that's played it will probably know one way or another how they feel. And seems like a reasonable price for
Digital only for
additional.
15, physical for 25. And go get Role Player Adventures
Get
with it.
it all,
All,
300.
all the way up to 300 bucks. Yeah, pretty cool.
What timeline was that?
For that would be March of 2026,
Okay.
and I guess digital
September
would be September.
2025.
Hmm.
Nice.
Tomb Raider, the Crypt of Chronos. obviously based on nothing at all. I've never heard the
The
words
hit
Tomb Raider ever before.
the hit Netflix series, I think. Or was it Hulu? No. 1,800 backers, $228,000, 2 weeks to go. Yeah, the Tomb Raider IP it hasn't ever been one that I've been into or known about, done it, and played anything with, so I don't really have a history with this, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
Um, you've really done a good job capturing the same feel, same vibe, video game to the tabletop.
I need to
Well, I
know
mean,
who at Dice Tower said that. So like, is that a
I'm
Lee
guessing it's
Garcia?
Mark Street. I'm
Oh my
guessing it's Mark
God.
Street,
Okay.
is my guess.
I don't
If
know.
I was a betting
Nobody
man,
knows. I don't trust them as much as I do a Z Garcia or a Mike Delicio.
Honesty.
Um, I I don't know. The theme and everything kind of gets me excited to see the board game and what it could be. I don't know if the board is really drawing me in. I don't think I like the look of that nearly as much as I was liking the cover.
Yeah, the board is not quite sure how I feel about it. It's a
Puzzle
little
though.
strange looking, but I do like puzzles. So if
Yeah.
you're actually feeling like you're having to figure out things
Yeah,
like
it
that,
feels
that
like a
could be
video
fun.
game kind of thing. Just a little mini game in there.
Right. You got some custom dice, a lot of cards,
Hmm.
and the minis look pretty good.
Oh, Board Game Co. You truly feel like Lara Croft.
You get
Okay.
to craft the different things. Okay. All
Hmm.
the baddies you get to take down, probably.
Yeah.
A lot of tokens.
Yeah, I mean,
It
if
looks
you're a
good.
fan of it, for sure. If you're a
Yeah.
fan of the game, I would definitely recommend. Because it seems like that's kind of the theme of these reviews, is it really feels like the video game.
hmm
I don't know if anyone said that it's actually a good board game, but oh my gosh, a T-Rex. Wow. Dinosaur hit him. That's all I need. I didn't know there were dinosaurs in this game.
I didn't either. I had no idea, but now I know we need it. We
Oh,
just want the dino enemies. We don't even want the rest of
oh,
the game necessarily.
yeah, that's
And the
pretty
custom
cool.
dice look pretty good.
Yeah,
No, I think the whole thing looks pretty solid. And yeah, I think if I was into the IP more, I would probably definitely be looking into this one some more.
yeah.
But maybe I might have to anyway, because it does look like a solid production.
45 for the base there. Not
61
rated.
US, right?
Oh, yeah, or 156.
February 2026, so not all that long to wait.
Yeah,
So yeah, hopefully it ends up being pretty solid.
yeah. Ooh, meant to have this one right next to the other pirates, but it was not. Somehow got mixed up here. I think I wanted to start the Kickstarter ones off hot with these big projects and got pushed back. It got pushed back by the sea. Rolling Pirates. An adventure roll and write game with free navigation in print and play. 272 backers, a week to go, over $6,600 dollars there, and another roll and write, another print and play. Probably not going to be the one we actually pull the trigger on. We never do on the print and plays, but they're always decently interesting, especially when they do. Uh, Seemingly put a little more effort in and make it look very detailed with some artwork and
hmm
I really like the look of the sea and the pirate ships. And it looks like a lot of stuff around that board, a lot of bonuses to gain.
Yeah, it
Which
makes
I
me
think is
think
a
of
good thing.
some of the other ones that do have kind of those maybe triggering bonuses.
Oh yeah,
I don't know that it does actually have that, but it looks like it could. And yeah, I agree that I like the look of the layout of that. It has kind of a mappy feel to it, which I like thematically. And yeah, I always tend to like. I think we both still really like verb and verb games. I
yeah,
know a lot of people are thinking it's kind of an overdone category at this point, or has been done a lot, at least in the last few
yeah,
years. But if you can think of clever ways to do it, I am still all in because it's
yeah.
easy to get to the table typically because they're usually on the shorter end, usually a little easier to teach. And yeah, I would think this one could be one of those.
Yeah, it looks like they've had a good one before, so um, Yeah, this would be cool. I'd be interested to see what people say. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'd get it if I don't get it now. I don't know if it's going to be like a big available. Is there even a physical version? Looks like it. Digital version. Not sure.
Might just all be print and play.
Yeah, yeah, but cool.
But yeah. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing that
I wish I
we
was
don't
a
really have
print
a
and
reliable
play.
printer.
Yeah,
And yeah, whether or not we would actually get them printed and played,
yeah,
uh, is another story. But
yeah.
yeah, there's always some exciting looking ones on Kickstarter. So I think that's always a good use. This is what Kickstarter is all about.
Now this is what. Oh, I guess I don't know. This is probably what it's all about too. 3,600 backers, 17,000. Robo Rescue Origins. Free game. That'll bring the people in. This is a free game, I guess. I don't know what that's all about. Zero dollars. This game is free. We might have just signed us all up for a scam here. Well, it looks like they've created two before. I wonder if those are also free.
I feel like I heard the Dice Tower talking about this one, and I think they said something about like they're coming out with another game. So
Oh,
this was kind of maybe a way to get people kind of
oh,
into the world a little bit.
yes. Origins is free because we
And
totally love
Tom
it.
was kind of ranting a little bit, thinking that he didn't like that. He didn't know if he liked it or not. He's like, it's just pretty much an ad for their game. So I think he was unsure. Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, I like the artwork of this one.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
And at free, but shipping. I think you pay shipping.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
it's, I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right?
What is the worst that could happen?
They're like $700 shipping.
That's true. What is it? What is this shipping looking like? Oh my goodness. View shipping. I ain't going into that. You can view it on your own. But that's kind of
It
cool.
looks like a lot of videos on it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a solid game.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So I go
That's
from
cool.
two pirate games to two robot games. Okay, I actually had them lined up right this time. Coder IO, the adventurous family board game. Use cards to code your road to the finish. Completing quests on a dynamic map. No programming skills needed, just your friends. 103 backers, over 8,000. And this one just makes me think of a little, very family weight mechs versus minions. As you kind of move around the board, get these cards. And I did look at this one a little bit. But I still don't actually know how it plays. But it has
Hmm.
really cool robot beeples. Like that's a lot of detail. Where this was looking like,
There's
oh,
a lot of detail.
Kickstarter's all about a small company and this and that. I'm like, that's a very deluxe set of meeples.
I wonder if that's actually what they're going to look like.
Pretty great,
It
pretty
almost
great.
looks too detailed, but yeah, I don't
Too real, they're alive.
know. People,
I like the heart tokens, very video gamey.
they are very video gamey.
Uh-oh, D4. Oh,
Ooh.
scary. It's scary for every
I
game.
do like games where you're playing tile. I guess I don't know if those tiles you're actually placing them out or if you're just creating a specific board layout.
Think they're in a map. I think you make a
Okay.
map and then you have
Yeah,
different
okay.
objectives and cards to go
Eh,
out and get.
I'd maybe like it better if you were I usually like placing the tiles myself
Yeah,
in a way that I want to place them, not I want to set this game up by placing them out there kind of
yeah,
placement.
it's not as fun. But yeah, I hope there's a good programming in there with the cards you're gaining, and I don't know how you activate it, but it has the potential to be cool. I like programming.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't like it quite as much.
yeah. And then we go to robots may be able to fly, but penguins can't fly. A game of falling penguins. I love penguins. Oh boy, those killer whales look very mean.
They do look
This one
very
might
mean.
be Thor. I think he had lightning sparking from his eye.
Thorka.
Thorka, yes. Oh, he beat me to it.
It just was going through my head. I'm
I'm
like,
pretty sure.
what can you
Oh, goodness. 6 days ago, 455 backers, 21,000, almost 22,000. Project we love. They even changed their heart to a blue, cold, icy heart for this game. From the creators of Who Murdered the Turtle. Oh, this is not sounding like a game Zach's gonna love.
I love the idea of it. I'm just imagining like these. I'm imagining this long grid board with penguins falling from the sky or something, and I'm just seeing some fun
Oh,
game of that.
I
But I
see a
don't think
long board.
I don't think
A
that's. I'm
grid.
guessing that's not what this is gonna be. Unfortunately.
Gameplay. Direction cards. This tells you how
Uh,
far you fall. 1 to 3 spaces.
yeah, I don't know if I
A
need
lot of
butts.
penguin
I don't know
booty
if I
here.
need butts on penguins.
A lot of penguin
They're
booty.
supposed to be cute, not booty.
Yeah. Play an action card. Before drawing, you can play a card. What do they say? Move to any player's position instead of picking up from the draw pile. Shuffle the draw pile, changing the fate of the upcoming. I guess I don't know how take that it is.
Yeah,
All
I
penguins
guess
on the spot immediately move down 3 spaces. So there's probably a good amount of take that. Uh,
yeah, it's just not. I think this is kind of how I would imagine, but I don't know. It
yeah,
might
I like
just.
the idea too. Like you
I
said.
do like the idea. I just don't know if that'll be. Oh boy. I just don't know if I always like the games where there's kind of
Yeah.
that take that. If it was always just positive things to you versus
Yeah.
doing negative things to others, that's funner to me than ha ha ha. Now
Yeah.
your penguin's falling, but it's just what the game's trying to be. I think so.
Yeah. So most people that are drawn in by it will probably like what's going on. Oh, that's Who Murdered Mr. Troll. Okay, I like that theme too. I like these themes. I just think
Those
maybe
look very close to Squirtles. I know you weren't as big into Pokemon, Pepper, but that is almost the exact same thing as Squirtle. I'm surprised that Pokemon did not file some complaint there because that is very, very close. Squirtle.
it's nothing like it.
It's just a turtle. Squirtle, Squirtle.
So probably not going to be back in that one, but it's cute at times.
Yeah.
Innis or Inish, big box featuring some expansion.
Another
Uh,
one that's doing really well, 715,000 almost 7,000 backers. And this is a reprint, I believe. Or is it a reprint or just an expansion?
it's gotta be contains a core game and it's expansion, so it must be
Okay,
a
so big.
reprint. Okay, it's back with new expansion. Okay.
Can't remember, does the Dice Tower like this one or not like this one?
I don't remember. I think they do. I think is it compared to like maybe like a Blood Rage and kind of those games?
Yeah, I can't
Or
remember.
Kemet maybe?
The
Maybe
way I
it's
always imagine it is it's some area control game, and
yeah,
we've
might be
we've just
Kemet.
never I've just never really looked into them that much because most of the time those just play better with higher player counts, and
Yeah.
we just play a lot at like 2 or 3 players. So usually games that are bigger area control style games just don't work as well. That's how I imagine it. Let me know in the comments below if this one is a solid 2 player game, because then
Yeah.
I just have to change my mindset on it. I just in my head immediately am imagining these ones like that it's like, oh, 5 players or something is the
Yeah.
best way to play it kind of thing. But
Very
this looks really good. I like the
interesting
look of all this.
tiles. Yeah. Yeah, very unique. Inish has always had a very unique box cover and art style. And it continues to look that way even with the new expansion. I guess they probably can't change it, but it's just got like a throwback type of feel. Um, and yeah, it's cool looking. And I've always viewed it the same exact way, just this big area control game. That's not something that we would be playing, but maybe there's something to it. Another one
Yeah,
that I'd like to play at some point because heard a lot of things about it.
I would
Ooh,
agree.
very cool box. What's the price here? 32 for the expansion, Legacy Edition, whatever that means. And then we got the game core box 75 with the expansion. So,
That doesn't seem too bad.
no,
So yeah,
not at
if it's
all.
one you've been waiting to get, I think it looks pretty solid.
Ooh, Maglev Metro. Even more maps. Maglev Maps expansion volumes 1 and 2. I don't know how you didn't back those first maps. Tell me you still have Maglev Metro because I've really liked it and you've considered culling it in the past. And it's one of the few games that I actually really like that you also like.
I have had it for sale, but I have not had any takers, so still currently have it. But yeah, I do like it. I just outside of you, I don't know that Michaela or Abby like this one at all, so just does not get played, unfortunately. But yeah, that was probably the reason I didn't get the maps either. I think if it was one that they liked a little bit more and we got to the table, I probably would have because they definitely looked interesting, added new things, and it looks like this is another kind of thing going to add some new elements to it
Ooh,
as well.
nanotechnology.
Ooh, that looks pretty good. But yeah, this one's a fun little route building game, and you're trying to bring passengers and stuff to specific spots and get score points that way and upgrade your board and stuff. It's a really solid little game, and yeah,
Amazing production.
it's a pretty solid production. Pretty solid production. You're right. Um, yeah,
That's
I
pretty.
I don't know. I don't know. It just unfortunately outside of us, just no
I
one.
wish it was online, so we might have to look. It might
I
be
agree. I think if it was an online one, then I'd feel
a good
much better about
online one that does all the work for us.
exactly. Get it to Board Game Arena already.
Yeah. Oh, I want to play the game right now. You better take that listing off of there. You are not selling that game, even if you actually end up never ever playing it. It's just too beautiful.
Yeah, that's just the tough part because all these maps look good too, but it's just like I don't know that I can say, oh, we need those maps because
Yeah.
yeah, at this rate, it'll take quite a few years to get them
One
all
or
played once.
one or two plays total. But we do have, I think, one of two ever released dual unboxings that
No,
we did way back in the day. This was one of them. I forget what it went up against. Might have been Unmatched or Kalis or something, where we both unboxed the game at the same time. It's a unique experiment. So go check that out and see if we have to revive that concept.
yes,
I think so. And then next up, we have Tournament Arc. Build your own sports anime with friends. 870 backers, so doing pretty good. 45,000 and still a week to go. Yeah, it looks very light and anime style from the cover there and the art style. I guess I like building a sports team. I like that theme.
yeah.
Um, Draft, train, and compete. Let's see. So
Yeah, I like the idea of building a sports team, but I don't know if that's quite what this is or not.
we got chaos strategy. Always good. Exciting twist.
Evil clone. Oh boy. This could be another one of those, possibly, that not quite my style of game, but is
Great
kind
for,
of just popular in general, I think.
great for casual and strategic gamers alike. Ready
I
to
like when you tuck
play.
underneath like that, so
Yeah, that's
maybe.
drawing me in. That's drawing me in. Upgrade their stats. Gameplay. Go all in on one stat or cover your bases.
Hmm.
Hmm. Sport review. So I guess maybe like you don't know what sport you're playing, so you want to kind of build out everything and then
Yeah, I'm not really
eventually
sure.
go all in.
Yeah, this could be. It's not immediately my favorite look of a game. Um,
Yeah.
it when I hear of this, it makes me think of that Rising Impact anime show that I watched, and it's not giving me those vibes, unfortunately. So it's a letdown in that way. But yeah, it could be good, could be fine. I'm not quite
What
100%
about the
sure what's going
Doodle
on.
edition? Does the Doodle edition do
Ew,
more of
no.
that?
It's an interesting idea, but
Yeah.
for me, it probably. wouldn't be a good thing. If I
So
had to doodle it myself.
$30. $30 or 75 if you want both of those, or you can get a bunch of stickers and stuff like that. Get yourself in the game, it looks like. Oh boy, exclusives, get a medal. Nice. Yeah, it looks like it could be a fun. I like that stacking of stats. So
Yeah,
that's drawing me in a little bit to where I'm like if it's on Board Game Arena, I'd definitely try it for sure, but
yeah,
don't have enough faith to buy it at the moment.
I would agree.
Okay. Catacombs Alpha, a starter set for Catacombs 3rd edition with new content. 309 backers, 2 weeks to go, 21,000. I've always had some interest in Catacombs. It's a flicking game,
Hmm.
going through a dungeon, flicking discs. That just sounds like fun to me. And
Is this the same one that was on that Dice Tower like announcements video, or
oh
was that
yes,
something else? Was that another
yes
one?
it was. Yes it
Okay.
was.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that a little interesting as well. We don't, I think we just have the one flicking game so far, and I do enjoy that one. So, um, yeah, I like the idea of a flicking game.
Yeah.
Well, two flicking games, I guess. I always forget of Ice School, but I
Oh
feel like
yeah.
that's a whole different flick. Your finger like hurts at the end of that one
Oh yeah.
versus kind of a disc kind of flick
Yeah.
thing. It's a
Yeah.
little less painful on the fingy.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know what's new in this one. It's compatible with what came before, so that's good. Comparison chart if you're all into this and you know
Wow,
what any of this is.
there's a lot of stuff there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm still as interested as ever. So comment below where you think is a good starting point. If this looks like the way to get into it, or if there's a better version in the past, or what expansions are good. Let us know. It's got a lot of cool pieces. I like
It
it.
does have a lot of them in there, more than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's got, what do we got? $50. Expansion pledge, core pledge, 59. Alpha
All
all
in
in.
120, February
Yeah.
2026. I mean, yeah, I guess I'd have to look further into what the all in is. Seems like a lot for a flicking game, but I honestly don't know how much you get. If you get metal coins, maybe I don't know if those are included or if that's
Yeah, I think that's an
an
add-on.
add-on. Okay,
Oh my goodness, those look really cool.
look really shiny.
Yeah. Yeah. Shouldn't have gone down there. I shouldn't have gone down there. But oh my goodness. Maybe they are in the all in. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I might have to go
Trouble.
back and look into that one more.
Yes. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble on the Tempus. Master time to navigate disaster. 252 backers, 2 weeks to go, $25,000. Co-op time traveling disaster management game. Aboard a spaceship, where your knowledge of the future might just save you in the past. Ooh, time travel. I like that. I
They're
like
using
that.
hindsight and time travel as a way
Yes.
to mitigate some
Yeah.
disasters.
Yes. Ooh, I like that logo. So they're first created for minor disaster games, but I do like that logo quite a bit. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. What is it? What is
What's
it?
the trouble?
Uh, what is this? The village people? I don't know what's going on with these people. So you're the village people on a spaceship. Uh, okay.
And about
Thank you.
halfway through the game, you start singing.
Who said time travel was easy? Must add a paradox card to the disaster deck, so there's consequences.
Okay.
Change the rules of the game in an unexpected way. Ooh. It sounds like it has the potential to be something really cool.
Yeah. I also get worried sometimes when you're trying to do those cool things. Sometimes they just don't work
Yeah,
as
yeah.
as you'd like. And sometimes it's just too hard to get it to like make sense and work as an actual game mechanic
Yeah,
or be fun as a game mechanic.
yeah.
It might work, but it might be like, it feels more like work than fun. Oh boy, look at that buff guy. And then you got Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, so now we're down to the how you play. I like the look of it. I actually like the look of it with those standees. Actually, kind of works for me. At least the icons of them.
It to me, it's kind of I don't know. I don't I'm just so spoiled these days. It's just kind of got a little bit of an outdated look for me.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
it
a little
works
bit.
for this style of game, but it just kind of looks like I don't know one of the older games.
Yeah,
So it's probably in my mind seeming like a not as good game when maybe it actually is.
yeah. So that is $61 for the first edition, or you can pay a little more for some expansions. Yeah, I'd probably had to watch a video to really get what it's giving you.
Yeah, I would agree.
Heroes of the Sanctum, Legends of the Damned, 2025. 400 backers, 2 weeks to go, $36,000. New
Hmm.
expansions of the acclaimed dark fantasy adventure card game. Okay, so this one is an existing game.
So I guess I don't know that I've ever heard of Heroes of the Sanctum.
I don't think I have.
Looks like some text heavy cards, and
No, yep.
kind of scares me a little bit with that.
8.2, 8.2 on the Geek.
Yeah,
Oh boy. An amazing little miracle of design.
miracle of design. Okay, okay. I mean, I know Rado is typically positive. I think he really.
Yeah,
I don't think he. If it's a game that he doesn't think he's gonna like, I think most of the time he just doesn't usually play those games
yeah,
just because he'd rather play things that he likes. So he tends to be positive, but I don't know. Just that quote sounds like
yeah,
even kind of better, taking it to the next level.
yeah. Don't know if I'm a fan of the artwork on the cards. Like maybe
Yeah,
this
it's a little
lake,
dark.
well, like I mean, like that looks cool, but the characters, like, yeah, a little dark and um, not a huge fan. Uh, Ooh, Thunderhammer. Oh boy. Yeah,
Pepper
no,
is back in.
it's I mean, it's feels like a lot
Wait,
of
go
old
up.
games.
Who's the
Yeah.
dice tower? Oh, Mark Street plays so well. Through several times and had a lot of. I might have to look at the original
Yeah,
and um, see what people are saying about that.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I mean, it just looks like very busy, text-heavy cards, and then yeah, the artwork. It's also not my favorite. It's not. It's kind of probably middle of the road for me.
oh, this
Uh,
said Adam Thielen, the football. What does this football player know about board games?
so big fan, big
Yeah.
fan.
Doesn't draw me in other than just another
How much was
game.
it?
Let's see. Let's see. Okay, not retail. Core game, $37. So not
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, not too bad. When
Greatest.
is it delivering?
Um,
November this year,
November.
so should be a quick turnaround potentially.
Yeah. Ooh, Feld. You've played pretty much every Feld game at this point, it seems like.
I did play a decent amount of them. There was a convention where it was just pretty much playing games, and the collection that they had there had a lot of the old school Feld games, and that was one thing I did. I just wanted to try some more of them. I actually enjoyed quite a few of them.
Ooh,
I guess I don't know which ones. I know this city thing. It wasn't. I didn't play any of the city. Well, Marrakesh I did play, which is now behind me. Uh,
ooh.
you see there, I liked it that much. That one was really solid. Which I believe it is part of this city line.
Is it
Some
a
of these I
new?
think are reprints, but then some are
Oh,
brand new games. I think
okay.
Marrakesh was a brand new one. I
Okay.
don't know. I guess right off the bat about these ones, if they are
Mhm.
new or not. It's doing
Sure, there's
pretty well, even though. I
yeah,
know a lot of people say these are a
60,000.
little overpriced sometimes, but
Yeah. Oh
Stefan Feld
man,
is
look at
also very
this.
popular.
Pretty
There's,
cool if you get them all in this style. That would be pretty cool.
well,
But
now I messed it up with the wrong
now you
version.
did. You got off on the wrong foot. New adventure.
I would think it would say if it was.
Staying true to the deep strategy. Define the original games. So maybe it's original ones or not original ones.
Ooh, this one looks like Marigo.
Okay. Okay.
At least that initial layout. It doesn't mean maybe it isn't. Maybe it's
Did you
one
play
that
that?
just. I did play that one. I
Okay.
liked it. I liked it quite a bit actually. Uh,
Ooh. Oh no.
I don't know how we played it at 3 players. I don't know how it would play with two.
Yeah.
So I'd have to look into that. But I liked it. There were just a few bits of it towards the end of the game. And maybe it's just because the first time I played it, but got to the point where I didn't have like any action things that really did me any good
Mm,
the last couple turns. But
mm.
I think up to that point it was pretty good. If it would have been, I think, 1 round shorter, it would have been perfection.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe not perfection, but very good, very good.
Hmm.
I shouldn't hype it up that much
Absolute perfection.
without thinking about what I'm saying here. I did like it a lot, but yeah, it definitely looks like a very similar layout.
Okay. It looks cool. It looks cool.
Yeah, you're kind of sailing around and then you're inhabiting the different island places, and all the actions that you're doing are driven by you put these cubes in this tower, and then depending on what comes out, some
Oh.
will stay in the tower. Each cube kind of represents a different action. So
Ooh.
then you can pick. I think everyone can kind of pick the same ones if they want, but you pick one of those, and depending on how many came out, I believe it is more powerful.
Okay. So it's kind
I could be remembering that part wrong.
Okay, so it's
Then
kind of
it's
like
been
a Grand Austria hotel, kind of like
a,
randomizing the value of actions at the start.
right, but then everyone can take
Choose
it
the
for that
same.
full power, so you don't have to. It's not like you take one cube at a time and make it less powerful like that. I believe I could be misremembering that.
Now name this game. What game is this? Did you play an older version?
It doesn't look as familiar.
Okay. Oh, holes in coins. Even
Ooh,
better. Um, Colorful pieces.
yeah.
Nice colorful cards. Um, oh, night side, day side.
Ooh.
Yeah, not sure. I'd be interested in trying more of his games. I think I've liked all of them that I've tried.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, comment below what your favorite Stefan Feld games are, which ones we have to try if we haven't tried them yet. And we'll have to look into them.
Yeah, I just get tempted by the new ones on here, but I mean, we can see what the prices are on these. I think they tend to be, yeah, a little higher. I think they're made in Germany, so I think they're not made in
20 for deluxe. Ooh.
China like most games. So I think that's part of the reason why the price is so high.
Yeah.
And even like I don't know. It's I feel like the ones I've looked at, like even the deluxeified version, sometimes still isn't like great quality compared to
Yeah.
like some other games these days, which has made it a little tougher. But yeah, there's looks like you can add on like
Yeah.
probably all the games
Yeah.
in the city collection. Wow, so you could probably spend
He's a
like
busy man.
you could probably spend like 5 grand on this campaign if you wanted it all.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no,
What
you
the?
can't. You can't. Just 1650. You can't even spend 5 grand. Well, you could if you get a few of those.
Yes.
I don't
Oh,
know if you need a few, but you can.
you can. Here's another one that was on not our, in our announcements that we made.
We
Uh,
made announcements for the company.
in the Dice Tower announcements for their summer spectacular. Phantom Division, fully cooperative tactical combat game. Supports solo play and features several mini games. What, 2 weeks ago? 476 backers, 47,000. Okay, this is the one. It's the one that every time I see this, I'm like, lasers. I want lasers shining in through these corridors, through these doors, but there's no lasers that I know of. Um, but it's
I
still.
see.
What do you see?
I see those discs, and I'm thinking flick them into the rooms is what I
Oh,
see.
that would
But
be cool. That
I
would be
don't think
cool.
that is not how it plays. I don't believe.
No, but there is
But
flicking, as you
there
will
is
see.
flicking.
But I like the look of that. Just the 3D board's always interesting, even though it may play no different from a non 3D board. I like those doors that'll slot in and out, I assume.
What do you think? Do you like standees better, or would you rather have they have like a disc with a sticker or some heat printed thing on it to represent a character?
Hmm. I don't know.
I
I think
actually
it
don't mind
depends.
the flat disc versus standee.
Yeah, because you can see it from the top-down view a
Yeah.
lot better. Where if it's maybe a different type of board, I think a standee might work better. But for this, I think I agree. The discs are looking really nice. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. See, I don't know much about how it is played, but it is infinitely replayable. Accessible yet deep from trusted designers. Key feet. Oh my goodness, big old angry monkey.
Don't know what's going on there.
Please. Humanity's last line of defense against a galaxy threatening Goth. Oh my goodness. Plan every move, then pull it off. Combat is about real-time tactile skill. Ooh,
Hmm.
that could be cool. That could be cool.
Yeah.
Defuse the bomb. I believe that is where it deals with some flicking, or something like that. There it is, or something like that. There's some flicking for
Yeah.
whatever this is.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think it's for diffusing the bombs. So it's an interesting thing, or at least for parts of the game. Maybe it's not just diffusing bombs.
yeah, I must have.
Um,
Ooh, dice.
I do like those dice.
I'm liking a lot. I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing.
Why did I think there was maybe there is, but like line of sight and stuff. That's just the thing that always throws me off with these kind of games is if there is a line of sight factor because I'm like I just love like how Unmatched does it and
Mm,
makes it very clear when you have line of sight and when you don't. When you kind of have to be like, well, you behind this and this. Maybe this one didn't
yeah,
have it. Maybe I'm just making that up.
yeah. He
But
probably
it
is.
looks it looks pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm mostly interested in these mini games where I think you're flicking in all of them. I guess what I'm all about. I don't care. Can I just get the mini games?
Can I
Um,
just get the flicking?
and then it probably just won't work at all, and just be
That'll
a
be the part
pain.
of it that doesn't work. Yeah.
That'd be so disappointing.
They
Um,
somehow put some texture on it so it's like impossible to get it to stop. Just flies off the board.
so that is 89 bucks or 109 with the all in. Um,
You got to do all in to get that flicking piece to it, probably.
Flashpoint. Golden. I was going to say Golden State Horses. Golden State Heroes. I can't read anything today. Battle the flames, save victims, and work together across a linked series of 6 episodes. Over
Hmm.
1,000 backers, over a week to go, and over 90,000 bucks. This is using the Ignition system, introducing the all-new Ignition system. And is it, you said there was some game coming out with the real-time dice rolling of the one where you're shooting all the aliens, Project Elite, and it was like a fire-themed game, firefighting themed
Oh,
game. Is that not this?
it might be.
I mean, I have no
I
clue.
don't
It doesn't
remember.
look
I
like
don't
there's
remember.
dice, so probably
No.
not. And it's not the same company that
I
um,
don't remember. Yeah, but yeah, now that you say that, it's been a while since that. What was that? I think it was a firefighting one.
And what is the one? There's like Flashpoint Fire Rescue. So is this must be in the Flashpoint series?
I
Because
think so,
Flashpoint
but there
Fire
was a
Rescue is the big firefighting game.
yeah. 'Cause I think there's another one that put a legacy game out recently, and it's a fire
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Another one. Ew, I don't remember. You keep talking, Pepper. I'll see if I
Gear
can
up,
find it.
customize your characters. I like the theme, and I don't believe we've played any with this theme. And I would very much be interested in it. It seems really cool. A lot of different things that you can do as a firefighter. A lot of cool aspects to it, and I I'd be 100% down. So comment below again. We need your help with every single one of these games. Comment below the best firefighting board game, and we will have to try it out. Okay, let's see how you play it. Use action points to move around, extinguish fires, and rescue victims. Continue until all 7 victims have been rescued to win, but if 4 victims are lost, or if the building collapses, you lose.
Hmm.
Oh man. Um,
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. Flashpoint. This is
Legacy.
Flashpoint, right?
Oh, it is. Legacy of Flames. Is this the second one?
This is Flashpoint Golden State Heroes. Are they just using the same name? Is that from Indie Board and Cards?
Uh, where did it go? Where did it go? Whoops. It
Somebody.
is. It
Oh,
is.
so it must be related. Um,
Interesting. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure that, like, just
oh, yep,
came
where
out.
we came from. You will receive 1 copy of Flashpoint Golden State Heroes, including all the milestones. And okay, so it must be
I should have just kept going.
new version.
Right there.
Here it is, Legacy of Fire.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there wasn't, and I saw it at the Dork Den, and I'm like, well, I know it wasn't this cover. I know I saw
Oh,
that
yeah.
one, so I was like, what are we getting all these legacy firefighting games now? The thing everyone's been asking for. But that makes way more sense now.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I'd be interested in this
I'm,
one.
I'm interested in the concept. I
Yeah.
just didn't know if we needed 2 companies making legacy
Yeah.
firefighting games.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I
interested.
guess I guess I don't know if this one is legacy, but
Yeah, I don't.
story driven.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think we saw the prices there. You get 59, get the OG for 89, along with the new one. Get the Legacy and the new one for 124. Actually, not that bad.
Yeah, that
Really
doesn't
see
seem
much
very
on the
bad at
game.
all for that.
154 for all of them. So if they're good games, which comment below if they are, uh, yeah, probably good to check it out because that's a lot less than you're paying for a lot of these projects for sure.
Mhm.
Oh boy. The big dog today for Zach. And this is Assyria, or however you say it.
I think so.
Second edition. And this is 2 weeks ago, almost 1,000 backers, $66,000. And oh wait, it's a Garfield game.
Yes.
Bringing back someone else's game.
Yeah, I think
Thoughts
that's
on
kind of the
that?
first. That was the first time I think they've done that, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how much they change. Uh, Ever since they announced this, which I think was had to be over half a year ago now, I think
Yeah.
I've been kind of excited and wanted to try the original. I think they've made some changes and stuff, but the original's on Board Game Arena. We have not gotten around to it yet, Pepper. We're gonna have to get around to it. Um, I guess I don't remember. I think this might be one that doesn't or didn't play well at the lower player count, so maybe it won't even be a good representation. But yeah, I love everything Garfield touches. So hopefully, if there were
There
any
we
things that
go.
people didn't love,
Deliver on time. That's what they're all
that's the
about.
biggest thing. Yeah, you can almost guarantee, unless something horrible happened, Garfield will get the games to you on time. They always have for me, ahead of time, most of the time, even. I'm not going to say that they're going to get it to you ahead of time, but they've always arrived on time. Um, and yeah, this is one you if you want it a little earlier than like retail, you'd want to back it now. They don't usually do late pledges just because that's how they get it to people on time. They don't just keep it open and take 6 months here, 6 months there, and all of a sudden it's 2 years later. They just are like, nope, if you didn't back it, you can get the retail version later on. It's the same thing. So you
Mhm.
can wait for this one too. I think all of their games that I've ever seen have gone to retail. So
Mhm.
unless this one did really terribly, I cannot see that changing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what this one will do. I'm always excited for Garfield games, so it's not really it's
Yeah.
not really much coming from me. So I guess what do you think, Pepper?
Since it's a different design, that actually gets me a little more excited because I feel they've got
Wow.
a
What do you got against
little.
Sam and Shem?
They'll put their nice touches on it and modernize it, but I feel like they've gotten a little heavy with their games, a little too crunchy at times. So I'm liking maybe this will pull them back a little bit into the mainstream, the pepper sphere of weight of what I like to play. But we'll definitely have to play it on BGA, and then probably change my mind completely.
And we're talking about the how difficult the board game is. In case you what he
Yes,
meant by heavy
nothing
versus
physical.
they have not fattened up. Shem and Sam have not gotten so large that Jesse's like, I will not be buying a product from them until they lose some weight.
I will
But
not
yeah, they
feed
are
them
both
with my
pretty skinny
dollars.
people. Pretty sure they're both pretty skinny. So yeah, yeah. I don't think I'll probably back this. I'll just probably get it after the fact. But I probably about a 99.9% chance I will get it after the fact. Just a matter of when it comes out. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm excited for this one.
yeah. And lastly, a little bit different of a project. I haven't looked too close of it, but I saw it's a 2026 Quest calendar. Saw it at 2,400 backers. I'm like, okay, this must be a trusted type of company. I think we've covered something like this before, where it's a daily kind of
Maybe a
adventure
2025 one.
that you do. Probably that one. It says almost 2 weeks to go, 153,000. So yeah, daily RPG adventure in a desktop calendar. Play minutes a day all year long. No DM needed. That's just a really cool idea. I like
Yeah.
just daily things like that. That you get a little bit of fun, just a little mini adventure or game or whatever it is, and that seems pretty cool. And I don't know if the story continues from thing. I don't know if I'd remember everything very well, but hopefully it can draw you into it a good amount, and it's pretty memorable, so you don't constantly forget like what happened yesterday, what happened 2 days ago. I have no clue. Um, Hopefully it's a good one. I'm sure they can have comments and people vouching from past campaigns. Um,
Yeah, this
yeah,
looks pretty cool. I'm terrible at these kind of things, I think. I have to have it somewhere where I will definitely see it every day,
yeah,
or I will definitely miss it, forget. All of a sudden, I'll be a week behind. But I definitely love the idea of it. It
yeah,
sounds like it should be relatively simple, so it's not like taking up 30 minutes a day or something.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
just a quick little thing, and yeah,
Really.
it sounds like a lot of fun. Looks like it's pretty solid looking as well.
Yeah.
For just kind of looks like it's kind of a smaller thing. So
Looks like you can try a free quest, see what it's all about, see if it's your style.
they made an amazing one, and then they're like, "Yes, the other one will be definitely just as good."
Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, looks pretty cool. What is this? What is this? 24 for the Minion Pledge, 49 for the Scoundrel Pledge, Deluxe Edition. Um, oh my goodness. Even more thrown in. How much can we get added in here? Ooh, a stuffed animal. Let me see this add-on. What does he look like?
Wait a minute, Pepper says.
What are these? Oh, just popping things in there. That's kind of cool. They're bored? You're moving around a board? Is that what you're doing? Oh my goodness.
I don't
Possibly.
know.
That's a really cool way to store your maps. If
For some
that's
reason, I was thinking those were knives.
for you.
I
That's
was
yeah,
like, "What are we doing here?"
that's in the villain pledge. Ooh, the Overlord plush. Okay. He's kind of cool. He's kind of
Yeah,
cool. He's still kind of cute, even though he really shouldn't be.
yeah,
Uh,
he's kind of an interesting. Not quite sure what he is. Alien rock creature,
Alien rock shark monster
but he's very
with,
friendly.
with a cape. Yeah. Ooh, cool looking calendar.
Ooh,
Okay.
that is some
There they
pretty
have it.
cool artwork.
Yeah, a couple, two at least, good pieces of art. Um, yeah, looks cool.
Add all this stuff. Eventually, we'll sell it for $5,000. We all started with a 2026 quest calendar.
Yes.
But yeah, that one sounds pretty cool, and yeah, it's doing pretty well. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a good one for people that are very good at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, if you made it this far, we appreciate it. You can give us a thumbs up, subscribe for future episodes of this and just future videos in general. But otherwise, we hope to see you on the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.